What's up, guys? FooserX here, and I don't have my table, but I'm gonna try something a little bit different here. Do a little FooserX Reacts, and it's like the new trend on YouTube. Should be a lot of fun. And I'll just give you a little quick background here. Is there's a lot of great foosball channels out here, and somebody posted a comment on Chase Pinnell's one of his videos, and we were just having a quick conversation, and he said that he's still sucking even though he's watching all these videos. And I just thought, my first reaction was, you're not watching my videos and you're not following what I'm saying because you wouldn't be sucking. But he insists that he is. So he said, like, hey, go check out some of my videos and you'll see. So he's got a couple videos out there. So let's just watch this together, and we're gonna start fixing things. We'll just see how things are going. And I'll just pause it here and there, do some commentaries. My very first video, show patience with me. All right, so let's try to do this.
Ready?
All right, I'm gonna pause it right here. I don't know who the person is that I'm helping out here, so I'm just gonna give my commentary on the whole thing. It starts off, he brings the ball right off the bat into a really good setup position. Excellent. And then he tosses it, and you can see right here when he tosses it, his man's not over the ball. And he's like waiting for it. He should, let's wind that back real quick. Setting it up, great, awesome right there. See how he's like waiting for the ball. Like he started hovering and then he pulled it back and he's like waiting for the ball to roll to this position over here. So I don't quite know if that was like a table roll or the ball roll, because it did look like it kind of started going off there. But you definitely want to be over the ball the second you can. So I'm gonna wind that back a little bit. Yeah, well, a couple things here. It definitely looked like maybe he had some issues with the toss, but right off the bat, that's not what I practice. When I do the 5-bar philosophy video, you want to give your series a chance to develop. And when you're just passing it and you're tossing it and you're passing it right away, very quick, like that you can't do that. You have to have a nice steady toss in here, especially with that series. You want to take your time. You want time for not just your series to develop, but you want time to read the defense and see what's happening. And he basically just passed it and tossed it right away. And that's just kind of sloppy. It's just not something you want to do. He misexecuted the pass, not a big deal, but I feel like he rushed everything because he's not reading the defense. So let's see what we got over here. Again, same thing. Like he sets it up like, hey, I've watched some of your 5-bar philosophy videos. I'm gonna set it up and I'm gonna do the brush. But then he just passes it really fast right away. He's not even really reading the defense. He's just going. So let's watch that again. Gets it. And you're like, okay, he's setting it up right there. Excellent. Boom. No, that's not the power of the brush. It's just bad foosball right there. Let's check these out again. You're just waiting, you're passing, you're not even waiting for the hole to get open, you're just going. I don't even know if that was trying to go down or up or what, because it looked like he was almost chopping, like he was moving the back and forth, and then I don't even see the hole. I don't know what he's looking at there. All right, so let's get on with this. But we can tell right off the bat that they're not using the principles of smart foosball here, even though they may have the brush down, but already we got two missed executions. They're not hovering over the ball the right way. So let's see. All right, let's keep it going. All right, so what do we got back there? We got so he got control of the ball. He's setting it up right in the middle here, so not on the stripe, not over here, but that's cool. And then he like drags it back and forth, and he does a quick shot. And so I guess like, again, very impatient back there. I don't know if he's reading the defense. Let's kind of watch that again. He's dragging ball's not even set. The ball doesn't even get set from this tic-tac motion, and he's just throwing it down there. So that person is impatient as well. I don't even know if he was trying to put it on goal or clear, but either way, you want to take your time and let your series develop, let everything develop on the table, and start reading the defense. See what this guy's got back there. All right, same thing. Absolutely not reading anything, not setting anybody up, not taking his time, not allowing for the game to develop. He went for this pass down here, which, again, excellent pass. You know, that is a very great pass, but you don't want to throw that out right away. You want to blend that in with your series, and I don't know what he's going to be shooting overall, but he's definitely just passing a pass that he knows he can hit. Maybe he's played this dude over here a few times, and he knew that pass might be there, but you don't want to do that. You want to set the ball up, like create a series out of it, because what he just did there, it's not going to look like anything else. He's not going to be able to shoot and have that look the same. So if I'm a defender going forward, I'm just going to keep a man on the keep my man on the wall here, never let him have this push kick pass, because we know that's coming there. There's nothing else he's really going to do that's going to look like that when the ball's over there. So we don't have to worry about anything. So again, little sloppy foosball, very impatient. All right, so again, this guy gets it up over here, kind of fakes it, dragging it, goes into a push kick right away. Everybody's got their own style of foosball. Everybody's got their own shots, what they like to do. For me, you watch my channel, this is not smart foosball. He's not reading the defense, and once he's going into motion over here, because he's ticking the ball from the first man on the two rod to the second man, and then it's coming back, like all that motion is giving the chance for the zone to adjust to it. So he's definitely not hitting the open holes. This is like hitting and hoping. Like I'm going to move the ball and I'm going to hope that push kick is there. I don't even see it. I'm just going because I know I have that shot. All right, let's see what else. Great grab on the 3-row. Really good setting it up there. Again, not taking his time. Everybody on this table is not taking their time on any rod. So, and when you're not taking your time, you're not able to pick the right holes. You're not able to outsmart your opponent. So let's even see if that hole looked like it might be there. Pretty good defense. Like he's definitely baiting the middle, and the guy went for the middle. So great defense right there. And again, that 2-rod, so I don't know, he doesn't have any kind of series right there. The first one was a pass on the wall. The second one was this pass over here. And it looks like it was a pretty good pass, just like his first pass. So the goalie's got really good passes, but what's the key to foosball is it all has to look the same. It all has to start from the same spot. You want to take your time. You want to kind of let things play out, see what's going to be there. You want to set certain passes up. It looks like he just has a bunch of passes, at least right now. We're not even a minute into this game. It looked right now just like he's throwing passes out there, but they're good passes. So let's see what else happens. The guy steals it, sets it up. Again, not even waiting for. I guess he read the hole right, but he's not really tossing the ball back and forth. He's getting the first toss that he sees, and then he's going. So again, he's kind of passing really up high, and he's just automatic. He's not letting that ball travel, bouncing it off the wall, really making that defender work, making that defender guess. He's pretty much he's taking the first hole he sees there, just like he did the first possession. So we'll check that out again. Excellent right here, setting the ball up. And yeah, you know what? And this is nitpicky here, guys. This is really nitpicky. So he read the right hole. Like he passed it really slow, and I talk about that pass. Like I even had that pass in my 5-bar philosophy. At some point in the series, you're going to see the defense switch from the second guy to the first guy, and you're going to get that big hole in the high lane, and so you take it. So he absolutely read the right hole, and he passed it. So excellent pass. But my gripe with what is happening here is they're not letting the series develop. They're not letting it come off the wall. They're not doing multiple passes, like multiple tosses and kind of hovering. They're not making that defender really question, okay, when are you going? What are you looking at? Right now, he's just, the second he sees a hole, he's going. But no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to take things right away. We want to let things play out, let things develop, and really work the clock. And nobody on this table is working the clock. So, see that. I don't even know. Did he even execute that? I don't know what happened here. Yeah, that was a very solid pass. Just too fast in the count. Setting it up. Yeah, great pull. Let's look at that again. Really solid brush pass, even though he's passing really fast there. But great catch, and he sets it up. He's taking his time. On this one, he's taking his time. And I feel like even though it's still a little too quick for me, he's still reading the holes excellent. Like it's like you could tell he was remembering, maybe he's played this guy before, so he knew exactly what he wanted to shoot. And the second he saw the hole that he wanted, he went. Just like on the Fibro, he sees a hole and he's going. So he's playing, he's executing really, really good there. But let's work the clock so we really tire out the defense. We really exploit the power of foosball. But excellent playing by the forward over there. I don't know who that is, but playing really good. Good 5-0D, very random. Okay, so this guy on the 5-0 here, the first time he got it, he kind of set it up for like a brush, very slow. He tried to brush, and that was very quick. And this time, you'll see it when he gets that ball, he starts tic-tacking the ball back and forth and immediately goes into a wall pass. Like, that's really bad foosball. Like, that is not what my principles say. Like, watch my video. That is an option pass. And because once you start tic-tacking the ball back and forth, you know you're not going to go into a brush. So really, you probably would just hug the wall and see, like, okay, does he have a really fast tic-tac lane? Because he's not going to pass when he's doing this back and forth motion here. And so what are you going to do? So like right here, are we having a brush series or are we having a stick series? Like, we don't even know. You've got the ball on the 5-0 twice. You got the ball on the 5-0 twice. First time was a brush. This one's a tic-tac stick. It's not cohesive. They're just different passes being thrown at you. They don't look the same whatsoever. So as the defender on the 5-0, you don't have to block it the same way. When you see him tic-tacking, you're probably going to hold wall and see if he's going to do a lane pass. But all that wasted motion of tic-tacking is time off the clock, and you're rushing yourself into a pass. And that is an option pass. And you definitely do not want to be throwing out options your second possession of the game. The game just started. Options come later. And misexecution. I don't know. Again, look at that goalie back there. He barely even corrals the ball, and he's already whacking at it. So he's not setting it up. The first couple times were with the one man. Now he's whacking at it with the two man, right in front of the goal. Like, he's very much in danger of getting stuffed. He's not reading the hole at all. Like, I kind of was wondering, the first couple of possessions, because he's quick shooting back there. But now we can see he's absolutely not even reading the defense. He's just whacking at it. And the ball's not even set the second time he whacks at it. Look at that. Okay, like he comes in there. Boom, like, ball barely gets set. He's not reading the defense. He's just going. Misexecution. Not a big deal, though, because we can tell this is a new player, very new player back there. And then he immediately goes into like a scorpion something. So he's just firing stuff off there. So one more time. He's just moving it. He's setting it up. He can't set it up. He's just trying to clear now. So same thing with this dude. He's not setting it up. He's not watching. He's just whacking at it. And again, so what are we seeing here? We're a minute and 30 into this game. The only player who's really controlling the match and controlling what he's doing is the forward on the black side. These other players are really, they're not even waiting a second or two before they're going. So when you're doing that, you're hitting and hoping. You're whacking at the ball. You're You definitely don't have good execution because you're not even giving yourself a chance to set the ball up, read the defense, and practice your mechanics. You're really just whacking at it. And a little bit of open hand action going on here, which is not a lot of control when you shoot that way. So let's keep going. This guy moves it, sets it up. Great setup again. Let's see that. So he moves it over there and he sets it up. And that's I think three possessions in a row. He's moved it over and he set it up with a great setup. So he's got the makings of a very strong player over here, but he's a little bit new. He just needs a little bit of fine tuning. So that's what we're here to analyze. You know, if your game looks like this, we can see what the problem is right away. So the problem is, and this is the third possession, is he's not giving a chance for his toss to develop. He is taking the first read. And as a defender, you know if this guy is going to be passing at a fast pace, not a fast pace, he's only going to be tossing the ball one time in passing. That gives the defender the edge because we know the pass is coming. We don't have to wonder like, is he going to pass this time? No, he didn't. Is he going to pass that time? No, he didn't. Is he going to pass off the wall? No, we don't have to wonder that. We know, hey, this guy with the black 5-0 is going to pass immediate all the time. So that gives us the edge because now we can start to bait him because we know when his pass is coming. It's coming on the first toss. And the further the ball gets to the wall, we know even more. Okay, here comes the pass. Here it comes because we know he's not somebody who's taking his time. Even though he is setting it up and has the brush pass down, he's not taking his time there. He's not letting it develop. Yeah, and we'll just have to watch some more of that. So same thing. This guy sets it up. And immediately he's going into another option pass. It's like a tic-tac off the wall, something. Let's try that again. He's not even taking his time. He's definitely not reading the defense. There's no series at all whatsoever. There's zero series over there. It's just a bunch of options being thrown in there. Yep. All right. All right, well, let's look at the good there. He set it up on the white stripe. He took a little bit of a time, and then he went. He didn't execute, but that's okay. You know, we are okay mis-executing if we're playing smart foosball. Because eventually, with smart foosball, we're going to get our reps in, and the execution's going to come. We just have to stick with it. So it's okay that he mis-executed that. He set it up. He took a little bit of time, and he just mis-executed. Not a big deal. Everybody does that. Setting it up. He doesn't really read it. Again, it's a very quick shot. He's not reading the defense. Again, he's not reading the defense there. He's just going. So really rushed shooting back there. And even if you do shoot something in from that, it's not skill. You're not reading the defense. It's you're just hoping that it goes in. You're hitting and hoping. Hit and hope. Which is very normal in foosball. Until you really break down your game and scrap it and start from the ground up. That's how most players play when they first start playing. So no judgment here, guys. Like we all love this game. You could tell, you know, he's hitting it hard. He's trying some different things. So they're having fun. And it's just they're not taking their time. They're not setting the ball up. And when you're not even setting the ball up, and how can you have great execution if the ball's not even still? Like you're not even being patient and waiting for the game to come to you. You're rushing. So of course your mixed execution is going to be all over the place. This guy over here, we already know what's coming from this guy. We know these guys, especially the guy in the black, the goalie in the black. We know once the ball gets back there, he's going to shoot within a second or two. He's not going to be doing longs because he doesn't have the long. He doesn't have that mixed execution. So if you're the defender of the yellow person zone, you would lock up your people because he's not, and you would kind of cover the middle of the table because he's trying to put it on goal, but he can't take the ball very far. We know when it's coming. It's coming within a second or two. This guy is prime target to be stuffed over and over again. You would just put your guys basically in front of the ball, and we know within a second or two he's going to move it a little bit and slap at it. So we know where the ball is going to be. We know when it's coming. That is a tremendous advantage for the opposing player. And this is why you don't just this is why you don't quick shoot because you've established your pattern and you've really given a tremendous advantage to the defense for them to start zoning you up, and even worse, steals and turnovers and stuffs. We don't want that. And we know too that guy's not taking his time either. Or maybe I wonder if that fake was on purpose. I'm just like talking all this shit over here, but maybe I was wrong. Like maybe he missed it on purpose. Oh, he did do that. So, that was. I'm not going to go back and re-edit my video, but I take it back. That was a great shot. He was pushing it and he went around it to fake, and then he did like a push kick. So, I still think it's bad foosball because you're not in a series. You're just throwing stuff out there, but give him props for executing that very well. It's fake here, and then he shoots it. Was it a bang or I don't know, but it wasn't even on purpose. Like he's like banging the table, like, oh, I didn't even mean to do that. Well, that's what you get when you're not setting it up, you're not executing, you're slopping it in. So again, you're getting points, but we don't care about points. We want to get better at this game. So lots of stuff happening here. We're 2 minutes in. We still got 8 more minutes to go of commentary. This is awesome. I wish I had a drink. Timeout action. Hey man, what are you doing over there? Quarter. Let's go quarters up. You can tell that black guy, the guy in black over here, he's like, give me the ball. I want to play. Oh, what happened? Why does that guy get it? Did he get stuffed? What happened? Why is the ball going to the yellow guy? I guess he got stuffed. Oh, yeah, did get stuffed. that guy's probably seen that shot before. Which again, once you see a shot like that, you know what to expect. You know, hey, this person has that fake hit. We know he's not taking his time. So let's pause this real quick. We don't have to pause it. They're gonna do a timeout. We know. I mean, I just got through spelling that out. When we know that people aren't taking their time, they're a prime opportunity to get stuffed. We know that. And the guy just stuffed him like right after I said it. Holy crap! I'm like Foos over here. So great, man. All right, let's see if this guy. What's he going to do here? Is he going to set it up and do his brush, or is he going to go into like this 1-2 tic-tacking series that he's been doing here? He's setting it up. So he's doing a brush. He's not doing his tic-tacking. Again, like so, props right here. Let's analyze this. So his first time he got it, he tried a brush. He didn't take his time. He misexecuted. The second 2 times he got it, he did some stick series that looked nothing like his brush pass, so we can defend it different. It's very predictable because once you know that person is going to start shooting options, you can start blocking them, just like when that guy got stuffed. It's very predictable, your options. And so then he sets it up, and then he goes into the roller or the brush pass, and he does one toss, but he doesn't really let it develop. He's not hovering over it from the beginning. He's waiting for the ball to come to him. And so look at that toss, and look at him hovering over the ball. At no point in time do you even have to worry about blocking that ball because his man's not even over the ball. If that makes sense, guys. This is why when you watch my how to pass, brush pass tutorial, it says practice without the toss. So you know when you do toss where your man needs to be. So in order for him to brush pass, his man has to be right on top of that ball. And you'll see at no point in that first toss was his man on the ball. So there's no chance he's going to pass. That's like 2 or 3 seconds off the clock that the defender doesn't even have to worry about blocking. So watch his first toss here. He's not even really over the ball. So, and then he gets a little bit better toss, slightly better toss, and then he kind of wags it. And then he passes wall pass, which was a great pass. He didn't catch it, but just like before, it's all right. That was a smart was a great pass. You didn't catch it, you will. It looked really good, and you had your little wave over it. That looked really, really good too. But again, you're not giving your series a chance to develop. You're not maxing out the power of the brush. You're not letting it come off the wall. You're not doing multiple tosses that all look the same, that all could be passed if you wanted it to. So very sloppy, but I mean, let's give this person props over there. He's trying. Like he knows what he needs to be doing, but he can't help himself right now. He's new. And this is why, again, I say practice passing it without tossing it for days, maybe even weeks, and then practice your toss. And that way you're able to take your time. Practice your toss for days without passing it. So you ingrain that patience into yourself. So you're able to get that toss going back and forth for the full 10 seconds or 8 seconds, whatever it is on that bar that you have left. So you can pass at any point in there. When you're passing quick, you're not letting the holes develop. I know I'm repeating myself, but that's what foosball is. We're gonna keep talking about this. You're not picking the holes. You're not setting this person up. You're just passing per possession. I see a hole, I'm going for it, which is great if the hole's there, but if that guy is in your head, then he's going to start blocking you. And really, with the style of play, with the quality of play from that forward on the yellow side, like I would not be giving that dude walls because he's going wall a lot and he's not really executing anything. So even if he is picking the right hole, he's not executing. But it's all right, man. We all got to start out there. It's probably a new pass for him. It was a great wall pass. Great wall pass. This guy over here. We know that shot is coming within a second or two. We know he likes to put it on goal. So again, if we would be blocking the middle of the goal, the middle of the table, because we know that dude is not taking his time, he's not reading the defense, he's just going, and we would like lock up our zone to cover the middle, we'd be stuffing that dude all day long. And let's take a look at Mr. Black Forward over here, because he's been the most controlled player so far. But I think even he starts rushing it right here. Great steal, great grab, sets it up perfect. Immediately goes into this left hook. So, man, it pains me because I do that same shot too. Like that's my shot. It's right off the brush setup. It blends in with your series, but it's so rushed, and he's not setting up all of his other stuff. He's not setting up the defender with a bunch of multiple tosses. He's just going, and so it's not smart foosball right there. And then let's look at the goalie. Like, what's that even open? Look at the goalie's back there. He's kind of on the long. Like he's around big dot. Like I wouldn't even attempt that 5-row. And especially when you're passing, he's passing good. There's no reason to even throw that out there. But he does. He misexecutes it. Again, it sort of blended in with your series. You definitely shouldn't be using that yet. That's an option much later down the road when you really lull the goalie into thinking you're passing. You're really dominating the 5-row. Then you bust out the hook. You don't just bust it out right away. And really, that goalie back there, he was waiting for it. Like he's moving his men in the right way. He's kind of deep, so I don't think that was the best decision there. All right, let's see what this dude's got. Setting up for the rollover, rocking it, waiting, looking the defense. Great patience. Great defense on that dude's part. I mean, that's not beginner defense. I mean, let's look at his defense right there. He starts it off in a pattern that's easy to read, and then he goes fast, and he kind of panics the shooter, and then he stops. And then the guy hits right into it because he doesn't know. He's got a little bit of work to do, but that was great defense. Like, no problems at all with that defense. Good pattern there, mixing it up, changing it up. Goes really fast, and then he stops. Absolutely tremendous. We know this guy's going to shoot in the middle of the table without really looking. Yep, got stuffed. Somebody fix the camera.
I caught that after I took my hands off. No, you're good. In the dance, thank you, Jesus.
Fix the camera.
That's why I never shoot pushes. I always fucking up. Ask Andy. In Vegas, but I'll score them on myself, son. Still do too. I still do. Set.
showing some ball control there, but when you're passing it back and forth, the defender doesn't really have to worry about your shot. We know we don't have to worry about really setting up for a zone. We're just going to cover the middle maybe. And then he immediately goes into, I think it's a pass, maybe, but was he reading the defense? Like probably not, because when you're passing it back and forth across the table, you're not able to read the holes. So you're hoping you're pulling somebody off, and then you're hoping for that pass. So again, hit and hope. Good steal. Is this guy going to set up the brush? Stick series? What's happening here? Setting up his stick series. Absolutely. Like so, again, you're going away from smart foosball here, and can't say it enough. We're not sticking with the brush. We're changing series altogether. Like why? Like like why are we doing that? Because we're not passing right? Because you just want to? We want to get good at one thing, and if you're constantly alternating between stick series and brush passing, you're never going to get good at either one of those. And so, yeah, the passes don't look the same. The series, you're just changing the series, so you're never going to get good that way. Good steal, good grab. This guy is very excellent in terms of setting it up every time with his brush toss. But again, he's not even waiting for a second toss. He misexecutes it. We know for a fact he's passing on the first toss, so that gives us the edge because we can bait him for that first pass. We can. And again, right there. So even though he's moving the ball, he's not really at a danger to pass because his man's not over there. But maybe he's just working to get the ball in the right spot. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. Good pass. We'll see. Let's check that out again. The ball's going right. He's waiting for his hole. Like he's definitely practiced that up, and he nails it. He hammers it. That's great execution. But again, he's really passing on the first toss. The first good toss, he misexecuted the down, and then the second good toss, he hit that up. So he's definitely not letting the ball play out or reading the holes, working the clock at all. And that'll bite him when he plays better players, but he doesn't have to worry about that now because he's not playing a really strong team right now who's keying off on that. And they're giving him that up all day long. So he's probably going to keep taking that up for the rest of the match. Let's see him. Very patient on the 3-row so far. Let's see. He knows that middle has been there. Yeah, of course. So he goes for it. Good block. This is hit and hope back there. Bouncing it around, hitting it. You have no idea what holes are going to be there. You're just hoping for it to go in. Tries the middle again. It's sort of there, but that guy he's disguising it a little bit better, but it's still there. It's still, let's pause it here. Like, let's give the guy in black up here some credit because he knows that middle and short is there. So he's not even really looking at the other holes right now. So he's waiting for what he wants to hit. So that's good. But it could be too that the goalie over there he let him have the middles, and now he's like disguising, like, hey, the middle's there. Not really. So I'm not in the head of the yellow goalie right now, but could be playing some smart goal by showing him what he thinks he wants to hit, and he's taking it away. And pull kick, not a pull, just rapid fire, hoping things are open. Hard shots on goal, but not reading the defense. Neither is that guy, and what happens when you don't read the defense? Turnover. That guy's just going into motions here. Another, like, I love that. Like, they're tapping the table, like, sorry about that. Like, sorry for the slop. Well, that's your game, man. You're being very sloppy back there. Don't apologize. Own it. That's that's the type of balls you would expect to see when you play that way. Like, he has abandoned the brush altogether. He's just trying different stuff. Again, that's the first good toss he did, and he passed on the first good toss. I'm surprised he didn't take that up, because that up was huge. But it could be, you know, let's see what else happens here. Yep, there it is. He's like, oh, what? I know exactly what happened here, because I've done it myself all the time. You know that pass is going to be there, that up is going to be there all day long, and you just expect, God, that guy's not going to keep giving me the up. I got to try something different, because it can't just keep being there. But it is. And then after he got blocked with the down, he's like, well, the guy is going to keep giving me the up, just like I thought he would. He would start to adapt, but he's not. So I guess I'll just take the up again. Yep, I'll just take it. Set up for my pull. Will he keep going middle? Really great defense. The guy. Oh man. And you can look at that. Look at that tremendous defense. That is not the defense of somebody whose two bar is that wacky, man. He's giving him different patterns. He's giving him different patterns. And then he can almost like sense that dude's frustration, and he just posts it, and he's not even moving it, and he just like sucks that guy into the long, because he's talked him into that long being there for the past couple balls. Very smart goalie work. So tic-tacking around, not reading the holes, not reading the defense. He's just gonna, let's hope something's open. This guy is probably gonna pass on the first go. Oh, look at that juicy up still. Yeah, he tried it. He's waiting for it. But this is what I'm saying is, if we know you're going to be passing on a certain toss, we know you're going to be passing very, very fast, it gives the defender the edge, because we can bait you. So that's exactly what I'd be doing. I know you're looking at that up. I'm going to show you the up, and because I know when you're going to be passing, you're going to be passing at that same spot. You're not passing close to the wall. You're not passing super high. You're passing in the sweet spot. So we know where you're going to pass, and we know when you're going to pass, because we know you're not tossing it back and forth. So once we see the ball approach the sweet spot, we collapse on our bait. We collapse on that up. And that's exactly what he did. He's getting that guy's timing down, even though he's not a great player up there. Even him, he's getting that dude's timing, because he keeps passing on the same toss. Now he's going to something different. Now he's going back to the brush. Now he's like, I haven't practiced ball control. I'm losing the ball. I'm just going to throw out a hat. This is why we got to put in hours of ball control. We're just wasting time off our possession on the 5-row. All that time that's just ticking off while you're getting the ball into the right spot is time that the defender doesn't have to worry about blocking you. And then it puts the pressure on you to execute something faster, and you get bad decisions. And that's what you got. You got an ill-advised hack, and maybe it goes in, maybe it doesn't, but it's not smart. It's almost like desperation, because he's not passing at all. He's just, there's zero series whatsoever on the 5-row, and we know too he hasn't executed a single up from that series. So why would you ever come off the wall when he's tic-tacking it around like that? You wouldn't. Prove to me you can start hitting consistent ups, and maybe I'll give you a wall. But with that series, it's very predictable. So we'll see if it stays true. Over here, he's going to pass on the first really good toss. He's setting it up like he should. Yep, he did. Oh man, there's so much to talk about here. We know for a fact he's going to pass on the very first toss. So that guy is on it now, because he knows, hey, that guy is passing at the same timing. I can start baiting him for holes. I can start racing holes. Because I know he's going to pass when he starts his movement, I can just race. So when you allow that ball to go back and forth off the wall, multiple tosses, and you're still hovering it, you could pass at any point in time. that's when you let that defender stay off balance because he doesn't know when to block you. But we know when the black guy is going to pass. We know when it's coming, so it starts making them easier to block, and that's what we see right away. 2 steals in a row. Just not even. I don't even know if he knows what he's doing on the 5-row here. There is poor ball control. We know it's not a brush series. It's not the fast tic-tac series, so we really don't even have to block. Like we don't even really have to give good defense because most of the time the ball is in no position to be passed anyways, and just another turnover. Great pass, great pass. Let's watch that pass again. Beautiful pass, beautiful catch. I would say we want that to be an option to all of our shots, so that way we can start shooting that pass and things will open up. But great execution. Look at that dude's defense. He's like, God, this is the same defense I give. You're posted on the long, you're on the straight, you're daring that dude to go slice or middle. You're daring him. It's huge. But because for the first part of the game, we were giving different defenses, we're confusing that other shooter to say, like, you know what, this is not the same defense you've been looking at for the first few possessions. Now it's very slow, and I'm just stuck on these holes. And it's making that shooter think, like, what's going on here? Why is he giving me this outrageously huge middle? And again, like, let's see if he shoots middle, because this dude is giving him the middle. He's giving him big, juicy bait middles. And we can tell that guy wants to shoot it, but it's so big, he's like, is it really going to stay big? Yep, it's staying big, dude. Look at that. Take that big, juicy middle. Oh. Nope, I hooked you into it. I'm going to block it. And the guy's just like, timeout, I need to go figure shit out. This guy's making me look stupid back there. Great block. But this is what you do. When somebody's in your head a little bit, I mean, he's still taking his time. Like, this is great foosball right here from the guy in black. He's taking his time. He's not shooting any kind of bullshit. He's setting up. He's got a good pull. This guy's in his head a little bit, and he took a timeout. This is absolutely what you need to do. I mean, if I had a quarter for every time I didn't take a timeout when I was getting bricked like this, I'd be a rich man. So he realized, you know what? This guy's in my head a little bit. I'm going to take a timeout. Just shake it off. Figure out what I need to do here. Like, man up. His goalie's being like, man up, dude. Easy defense, man up. Shoot that hole when you first see it now. And this is why you mix up the clock. Oh, man. Good defense, good defense. And he probably picked the right hole, he just didn't execute it. Let's see what this goalie's got back there. Moving it around. Like, setting it up at all points in different spots back there. So you want to set it up at the same spot every single time. Every single time. This ball is set up close to the wall, in the middle, on the stripe. Now it's inside the stripe. Sometimes it's a push. There's no consistency back there. And you could never have a 2-bar series if you were setting it up at different spots every single time. Because now you're really eliminating a lot of the goal. Like, you're letting the opposing zone really tighten up on your shot. Boy, he took his time, tried to read it. So that was excellent right there. Let's see if this guy passes again. Yep. First good toss he did. He tried to pass it. And notice when the ball's being tossed, his man is not over the ball. So we don't have to worry about blocking that. And when you go into motion to do your pass, that fraction of a giveaway while you're going into motion, because you're not already on the ball, that allows the defense extra time to race you. And that's probably why he's getting some blocks here. Bad toss, first toss, he goes into the pass. So that's good. So that's the first time he passed when he's coming off the wall. But notice the man placement above the ball when he's coming off the wall. pretty far off the ball. It doesn't look like it's very tight. You want to have that very compact motion. You want to be hovering right on that ball. He's not, but still great pass, execution-wise. Like, you can tell that guy's put in reps. Great catch, very strong pass. Setting up for the pull, not going to be patient, but that's all right. You know, that's all right because he's been being patient, even though he's getting blocked. He's still being very patient on that 3-row, and it's all right to take a quick shot every now and then. Yeah, man, mixing things up. I like it.
Play, goddammit.
All right, so he's shooting a pull now. He was shooting a rollover, but again, we knew this was coming. Like with his 5-row, he's alternating all sorts of series. There's just an assortment of shots over on the 5-row. So why would his 3-row be any different? Like, I'm pretty sure we're going to see some other shots if he can even get the ball. Like, we're going from rollover now to pull. The execution wasn't there, and you're never gonna develop good execution if you're constantly switching back and forth between different things. You're not going to get the confidence. You're not going to get the reps. You're not going to be a good foosball player if you don't stick with one shot and take your time. Again, quick shot back there. At least he's working the whole table. He's not trying to shoot on goal like he was before. All right, so it looks like that would be the guy's series from the push. But, I mean, look at it right there. His man's not on the ball. It's going to be sloppy. Like, we knew that. We knew that was going to happen because his man is off the ball right there. Like, how can you have any kind of control when you're not even setting it up right? Absolutely knew that was going to happen. That absolutely knew that was coming. Come on, dude. Show me something good on this 5 here. I'm going to do this. Well, executed it good. and the defender's probably like, all right, that's your first lane for the whole game, so I'll give you that. I'm not going to give you the easy wall. I'm going to make you hit something different. He did. Like, he wasn't even giving him real defense there. At that point, he was just like, I'm just going to block the wall because I don't think you could do anything else. But he did. So, good job. Great pass, great read. You know, the goalie, the guy in the back there, and kind of everybody, they have the ability to play slow. That guy back there in the first few points of this game, he was all over the table, shooting everything, got stuffed, like blocked, like it was not good. Now he's taking his time and he's hitting some good passes. My only thing is, let's set the ball up either on the stripe or the wall and really work the power of the series because he's absolutely reading some good passes. He's hitting it. Let's work that, man. Let's mix your shots in with your passes so everything looks the same. Like, get rid of that tic-tac, pull kick, open-handed stuff. All right, is this guy going to pass on the first toss? Nope. He let it come off the ball. But it was still the first toss. Still the first toss, and he's passing. Let's try it, man. Good job. Nope, we don't do that. Nope, that's what happens. we knew that was going to happen, right, guys? He has been passing all game long with his brush pass. He's getting a little frustrated because he's not executing, but that's all right, man. Stick with it. Don't go away from it. Nobody is going to have great execution when they're a new player, but you're showing the discipline to keep doing the brush. You just got to work on your tosses, your reads. All that experience is going to come. All that execution is going to come. And instead, on this possession, he goes into that tic-tac, which is what that other dude was doing. And it's like, dude, that's not your game. Absolutely not your game. You don't know how to read that right now, and that's what you get. You get that misexecution. Not a surprise. We knew that was going to happen. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. not going to let your thing develop. You're not going to develop confidence with your passing. You're just shooting options. Oh man, slow it up. Now he's doing far wall passing. Like that dude's out of control with the yellow. He's just in panic mode. Great. Yeah, it was a great shot, man. He knew that the goalie is baiting that middle, that big juicy middle, and he did that extra high backswing just a little bit to pull the goalie off the straight. That was a great read. Absolutely great read. But now it's time to have a fast slice on this defense. Once we see this defense, like very, very fast slice, tuck it in right between that reverse guy that's going long. That's what we need to dominate this defense. We've seen him do this enough, 4 or 5 possessions now, to not take it once or twice. All right, but now it's inexcusable. Like now you just have to hit that shot, that spray right behind that first man out there on the post. That's not good again. You're not. All right. How do I get out of this? All right, dudes. So this is my very, very first reaction video. I'm gonna stop recording.